I just wanted to start out by saying that this video is not sponsored, but I was sent the product. So I was contacted and asked to do a review if I like this product. I was sent these Chalkola wet wipe markers. The markers come packaged in this plastic box. These markers are best used on non-porous surfaces so that you can use them on plastic, glass, whiteboards, mirrors, chalkboards, and ceramics. The markers cost $18.95 on Amazon.com. The company was nice enough to provide a 20% off coupon for Amazon for all of my subscribers. The code is CHALK20A. I will have all the links and the code down below in the description box. The directions say to shake well with the cap on and upright for 30 seconds. Then press the tip to and fro, yes, this is what it says, multiple times to get the ink flowing, and this can take 1 to 3 minutes. It took about 45 seconds to get to this point with the marker. As you can already see, I started with the red marker. Following the directions, shaking it for 30 seconds, pressing the tip to and fro to get the ink flowing, then once the ink filled the tip, started writing and doodling with it. With the first heart that I drew, I had to go over it and fill it in. It seemed like the more I went over the color, it started to streak, so I wouldn't recommend going over the color more than a few times. Otherwise, the markers are very well pigmented. Once you write or draw with them, you'll need to let them dry or they may smudge. The ink flows pretty well out of the markers. If you need more ink, pressing it down does the job. Don't forget to recap your marker tightly after using it and store it in a horizontal position. The yellow was pretty pigmented as well. I wanted to test out a light color and it ended up being really bright. I was really happy with the outcome. I did try to blend the red and the yellow together, and it did blend, but like I previously said, too much ink in one place will start to streak, and will make the paper too wet and will start to tear the spot up. I continued to test out other colors and had no problems until I got to the black marker. I followed all of the instructions and it took over 5 minutes to get the ink out of the marker tip, and I even had a hard time getting it to the very tip of the marker. Maybe something was wrong with that particular tip because I didn't experience that with any of the other markers. The white marker was a bit disappointing just because I thought that it would be more of a solid color, but I wasn't bothered by it. When it dried, it looked more like chalk than a marker, which isn't a bad thing. I did test it out to see if it would rub away after it dried, since they can be used on chalkboards and nothing wiped away. I wanted to use a bright color on black paper to see what it would look like, so I used the pink and was very satisfied with how pigmented and how bright the color came out. It ended up being my favorite color from the pack. Most of the lighter colors were very bright, even on the black paper that I was testing them on. I wanted to show how all of the colors wrote, so I put each color on both black and white paper and was still very happy with all of the colors except for the black. But hopefully it was just the marker in my pack and this is just a one-time thing. My final thoughts on these markers was that I was very pleased with the pigmentation, especially with how they wrote on black paper. I would recommend these markers to friends, especially friends that teach. If you have older, more responsible children that like to draw and know not to draw on walls, then these would be perfect for them as well. One thing I would really like to point out is that they did wipe off really well with a wet wipe, and there was no residue left behind. If you are interested in these markers, there are links to purchase and a coupon code for Amazon down below. I just wanted to say one more time that I was not paid to make this video. I only made the video because the markers were something that I wanted to share with all of you. So with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. Check back soon for some more videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. See you again soon. Bye!